In this episode, I'll be covering how many people pass the Florida Real Estate Sales Associate State Exam. It is listed on the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation website. Go to www.myfloridalicense.com/DBPR, and that stands for the Department of Business and Professional Regulation. And as you can see on the left of their website, it shows about the department, services requiring a DBPR license, licensee login, unlicensed activity, etc. And you'll notice instant public records here, but it's actually not listed here. The data is actually listed under the Bureau of Education and Testing, and you want to click on that. And then you want to scroll down to where it says Statistics for Computer-Based Testing Professions and Construction Pencil and Paper Examinations. Then it'll open to the professions, and you want to scroll down to where it says Real Estate here. And since it's already October 2014, I'm going to be covering the September 2014 statistics, and it's all there. As you may or may not be aware, the state of Florida is the birthplace of the first Government in the Sunshine law, and that's Chapter 286, and made in 1967. So you want to click on to September 2014, and it'll open up another window, and I'll show you the statistics here from September 1st through September 30th, 2014. You can see 2,404 people sat for the exam, 1,231 people passed, and out of the 2,404 applicants, 1,173 of those who sat for the test failed. So you can see the pass rate is 51% and the fail rate is 49%. And it breaks down further here, the overall statistics. And you can also see the broker exam here. It's similar. It's 222 sat for the exam, 122 passed, and 100 had failed. So the pass rate was 55% and the fail rate was 45%. So don't feel bad if you don't pass the first try. As you can see here, it shows the repeat statistics here on the total graded exams and how many pass, and it's actually a little bit lower. It's 36% for the repeat person who sat for the exam again. But don't let these numbers discourage you. As I had mentioned in my other video, it's not how many times you fail that matters. It's that you pass. So you want to focus on that. These numbers only tell you that it's a very difficult test. And I know it's easier for me to say because I passed on the first try, but it is very difficult. And I'd like to help people because some people may not be aware that English is really not my first language, like I mentioned in one of my other videos. It's actually Hawaiian mixed with other languages. So when other applicants who read the textbook are restricted to reading and comprehending English, I can somewhat understand. It's very difficult, and that's why I read the textbook 3 times, so that I could totally comprehend what they were covering. And I can only imagine how it is for Spanish speakers. I do study Spanish as well, but to English is very difficult, and I know that from personal experience because the textbook is in English, and English is not my first language. I was born and raised in Hawaii, and it was not easy at all. But I'm making this video so that it encourages people to continue. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged by the 51% pass rate, thus the 49% fail rate. It matters when you pass, not that you fail. And that is symbolic of real estate. Real estate, once you enter the real estate profession, it's not always success. Sometimes, for example, in marketing, it could be 1.5% success. So if you don't pass the first try or the second try or the third try for the Florida Sales Associate State Exam, don't feel bad. The main thing is that you continue and persevere, and just retake the exam. I know it costs approximately $32 to retake the last time that I'm aware of the prices, but don't give up. And I hope this video encourages you to continue, because if you really want it, you'll make it happen too. So don't let anything or even this state exam stop you. Just be focused, stay determined, and if you have any questions, please call me at 727-376-0530 or send me an email and I will respond to you at lana@aloha.florida.com.